Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rockett.
Thank you all for being here. It is week 1, spring practice, tackle football practice. Man, it was a long winter getting to this week, and I was on the road, and I missed doing my live broadcast because it's kind of where I'm most comfortable. And before I go any further, I want to tell you that this live broadcast is brought to you by LuxuryTravelNashville.com, soon to be LuxuryTravelWorldwide.com. Whether you're going around the world or whether you're going around the corner, you got to call my buddy Deb. 615-863-1263, and she will hook you up. It's a small boutique in Nashville, a small boutique travel agency with elite service. You're going to love them. And be sure you look for the name change and the brand new website, Luxury Travel Nashville, LuxuryTravelWorldwide.com. So, who's going to the spring game? Do we know yet? Do we know who's making that trip? Anybody going? Sting, you going? Danny? Rebecca? Harold, after having lived the past 34 years in Richmond, Virginia, I am finally back home, living just west of Kingsport, Tennessee, in community of Mount Carmel. I remember I grew up in Memphis until I was about 18 years old, and then I was gone forever. I remember you always heard about Kingsport high school football. Always. Kingsport, Oak Ridge, Bradley County, up in there. Legendary. I'll be watching it coming in for the South Carolina game. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't want to miss the South Carolina game, do we? Harold Denton might go to the spring game to see how Nico runs the offense. It'll be interesting to see. I tell you, there is a lot going on this Tennessee football team. And I mean a lot of positive stuff going on with this Tennessee football team. It's incredible. Now, obviously, it's Nico and Joe and the quarterback competition. Let me just say this. This is just my opinion, right? I'm sure you have your own opinion. My opinion is this. There's no competition. There's no competition. Joe Milton, this is his team, man. And I think just from looking at him and the touch that he has been able to develop on the football, throwing in practice here now, after a couple of years in this offense and after a couple of years of tutelage from Halsley and Heupel, man, this guy has developed some touch, and it is his football team. Nico is a young stud waiting in the wings, and he said something in his interview this week, and I will put it up there somewhere. If you haven't seen it, just so you can link to it. I want to be great when they call on me. I want to be there when they call on me. I want to be there to support him when they don't call on me. Oh, man, this kid's just got the perfect attitude. Now, let me tell you something else about what I have observed over this spring training. The running back room. They've got 4 amazing running backs. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the back of the line, I think maybe the best one of them all, this Cam Seldon fellow. So you got Jabari Small, you got Jalen Wright, and you have the Dillon kid, right, from Louisiana, who is just lightning fast. And you got Cam Seldon, who the coach calls a beast. And I didn't fully understand that until I saw him standing there with the other running backs. Now, Jabari Small is not huge, right? I mean, he's not huge, but he's good. Jalen Wright's a little bigger, good and fast, right? And Dylan, man, that kid is just like greased lightning. But Cam Seldon is a head and shoulders taller than all of these guys, bigger, and he's faster than all of them. I mean, this guy is going to play this year. I'm telling you. Again, what do I know? I'm just a guy with red glasses. Excuse me. But he's going to play this year. And how I know this is because Heupel, in his interview this week, he said, we are going to make sure that he can block. That's where we're starting him out. We're going to make sure he can block. And what I read into that, this is after everybody agreeing that he's a beast. And if you've seen his tape, my God, he is just huge and he's fast. He's huge, quick, and fast, right? And that's a scary combination for somebody trying to tackle him, right? But the coach said, we're going to start him out and teach him how to block for Joe, how to block for Nico. And if they can get him competent as a blocker, this kid's going to play this year, and he's going to be amazing. Let me get back here before I get all excited. I'm going to talk about the defense here in a second. Rebecca, I love Nico, but it's going to be Joe's year. You're right, Rebecca. Absolutely. Love that quote from Nico in the interview. Absolutely. I just want to be what Joe was to Hendon. Man, that's powerful. That is so full of humility, right? Unbelievable. Harold Denton. Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. Yeah, I remember that team. High school has always had good football and basketball teams. They always cherry pick good athletes away from the surrounding county high schools. Really? Okay. I wondered how all that worked because I remember as a kid when I was in high school, Kingsport Dobbins Bennett was always number 1 or 2 or 3 in both of those sports. Right? And the Memphis teams never got a sniff. Right? Never. Every once in a while, a couple of Chattanooga teams are in there. Yeah, I remember those guys. Harold Denton again. I think the Sampson kid, will have a good year at the running back position. I'm so excited. I mean, they are so deep. They are so deep at the running back position. It's scary. And that also scares me a little bit because, Jalen Wright was supposedly leaving and they got him an NIL deal, right? And so he stayed. That's the story I got. Don't know if it's true. That's the story I got, though. Anybody know anything about that? That would be great. Tell me about it. I'd love to know that. But that's the story that I got. So what's he going to do if Sampson jumps over him? What's Jabari Small going to do if any of those jump over? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just wondering if Jabari Small is the best back we got now. I think that's up for discussion. Danny Pritchard. Jason Witten played high school at Elizabethton High School. I did not know that. Didn't know that, Harold. Danny Pritchard. Oh, that was Danny's comment. Sorry. And Harold says Cam Seldon is from an area of Virginia above West Point. Those kids from that area usually have some Native American bloodlines in their families. Interesting. Well, I tell you what, I've been watching his tape all day, just kind of catching up on tape. I didn't have time to put it together for tonight's show, but I will for the next live, just so you can see this guy. I mean, he is so huge. He is so fast. Now, granted, this tape is from high school, and the speed of those players, or the lack of speed, I should say, really shows up against somebody of Cam Seldon's caliber. But man, this kid is a beast. I mean, a beast. And I think he's going to play if he can learn to block. Now, here's why I say that. Remember Dylan Sampson, was a big hope at the beginning of the season when they played LSU. And they put him in there against LSU, remember? And he missed a block and Hendon Hooker got killed. Remember that? Dylan Sampson didn't play anymore that year in important games and other than garbage time. So they're not going to play anybody new if they can't block back there in the backfield. And so I thought that was really interesting what I picked up on when Heupel said that this week. Stingray, it's a good problem to have when we have some great players competing for that position. It is a great problem, but somebody's going to leave. I got a feeling somebody's going to leave. One of those running backs is going to leave after spring practice in the May transfer. That's my prediction. I don't know who it's going to be, but one of them is. I think so. Now then, let me just talk to you a little bit about the defense. Can I? Okay. Now, I have been watching this all week, and we've got the same thing going on over on defense. I mean, we've got some really good football players on defense. I'm telling you, this Keenan Pili, right, the linebacker, wow. This guy is amazing. He's big, he's strong, he's older, and he moves like a ballerina. Okay, don't quote me on that. He just moves like a cat, like a big cat. This guy is going to be huge in this defense. And some of these young guys in the corners and in the backfield, they're learning how to tackle, and they're fast and they're quick. And they have so many defenders now that they all can get some reps and learn how to play this game. And they're going to be playing this game against the best offense every day in practice in the country. I'm telling you, I'm excited about this football team. I'm actually more excited about this football team than I thought I was going to be. I just need to calm down. Somebody get me a cocktail. Seriously. Lord have mercy. All right. Now it's your turn. I've been yakking. Let me know about what you've been watching, what you've been hearing, what you've been seeing. Let me know. I want to hear what you have to say. I've done my monologue, 28 minutes worth, when I finally figured out how to get this thing on the air. So let me know. Talk to me. In the meantime, Harold says, 1980 Kingsport Dobbins-Bennett basketball team. Tennessee Eastman brought Lee Garber's father in from the Eastman Chemical Plant by Memphis. I have no idea what that means. Rebecca, it's been a long time. We can talk about Tennessee actually having a good defense. You're right, Rebecca. Long time. You're right. Absolutely, it has been. And we used to pride ourselves in that defense. Steve Kiner. Now, I'm an old fart, so I remember all these guys. Steve Kiner, Frank Emanuel, Al Wilson, Reggie White, all these great defensive players. Dale Carter, Eric Berry. Wow. It's nice. I'm telling you. They're going to surprise people with this defense this year. They're going to surprise them. Absolutely no doubt they're going to surprise them. Let's see. Jason Witten's girlfriend, or grandfather, man, I need to get my eyes fixed, was a legendary Tennessee high school football coach at Elizabethton. I did not know that. Huh. Thank you for the history lesson there, Harold. Rebecca, everybody has been saying we'll take a step back this year, but I think we're going to slay too, Rebecca. I think they're going to just kick some ass. I really do. You know, and everybody talks about a national championship, and I go, no, we're not going to talk about a national championship. What we're going to talk about is winning the SEC. Because winning the SEC, guess what comes with that? A shot at the national championship. So, Georgia, look out. Harold says, poor Lady Vols choked today, just like the men's basketball team did against FAU. Yeah, I didn't understand that FAU game. I didn't get that at all. Made no sense to me. You should have won that game. Harold, Eastman Chemical Plant in Kingsport always gives star athletes' parents jobs. Oh, okay. I gotcha. To get their athlete to play for Kingsport Dobbins Bennett High School. I gotcha. Got it. Harold, you are an encyclopedia on Tennessee history. I love that. Thank you, sir. Perry Crowell. What hype's building at UT has been long overdue. Mr. Crowell, you are 100% correct on both accounts. What he's building, and that it's overdue. Lord have mercy. Oh, it's exciting. It is so exciting. I mean, look, we have, think about this. Think about this. Come here, come close. We have the best two quarterbacks in the country. All right? We may have the four best running backs in the country, and I'll guarantee you we have the best wide receivers in the country. And our defense is going to surprise people. Now, what do I know? I'm just a guy with red glasses at a YouTube channel. What the hell do I know? But that's how I'm seeing it. And I can't wait to see this Cam Seldon fellow. Coming up April 15th, 2023. That's about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. It's when the orange-white game is, and we can go see this. Now, tickets are this many dollars. That many dollars. That many dollars. $5. Now, you can get fancy tickets if you want to make a donation to the foundation or something. You have to call and do that. You can get your tickets at allvols.com, or you can call the ticket office and get those, right? Not a bad price for admission. I think one section of the end zone is going to be shut down and not available to sit in because of ongoing construction. But they're trying to get as many people there as they can, and I'm anxious to see how many people are going to show up for that game. I think people are just like me. They're just, I'm about to pee myself. I'm so excited about this football team. Because like Rebecca said earlier, people are saying, oh, they're going to take back, particularly the national media, which are a bunch of in my opinion. Pardon my language. You know, they're never going to give Tennessee the respect they deserve until they win the national championship. And then they have a target on them. And they still won't give them the respect that they deserve. But I'll tell you, they're getting there. They're getting there. And this is going to be an exciting year. Everybody hammer that like button if you would. I'd appreciate it. Hammer that subscribe button if you're a new subscriber. I appreciate you. And I will see you probably on Tuesday night. All right? And I'll keep you abreast of what's going on. This is exciting. And thank you, Perry. I don't recall seeing you here very often. I thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Say your prayers, share your toys. Don't hurt nobody unless they're trying to steal your lunch money. And I will see you on Tuesday or in the next video. Adios. Good night.